What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Hockey Lab podcast. As always, I'm your host, Coach A, here with
Coach Cards.
What is going on? Tis the season, bud.
Tis the season to be merry.
Yeah, we had a few, we had a big game last week.
Yes.
Executive game, which was tons of fun. Had all the clients out.
Went really well.
Actually, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Some sneaky good players.
I was quite impressed.
I was saying this yesterday in the room. I'm jaded in that I only ever play hockey with my friends, and all my friends now happen to be ex-professional players. And so, that is the bar in my head for hockey. And then I go to pick up. And, most people aren't ex-professional players. So I was a little nervous, but I thought it was very good. The boys and girls worked hard out there.
They did, and they got around okay, and nobody got hurt. And
Barely.
But
by the skin of my teeth.
It was good. It was, look.
It was fun.
Yeah, they came out. I mean, a lot of them probably felt really bad the next day just because probably something you don't lose the muscles and stuff. But I think a lot of them actually still played.
Yeah, a lot of them play still.
Yeah.
So it was actually tons of fun. And then yesterday, breakfast game was here for the boys as well. So that looked like it was quite the success.
Yeah, it was close. I think we lost by one each time. So I think Derek Roy might have scored 8 backhands or 7 backhands. And then the one chance he got on the forehand, he missed. So he was pretty lights out yesterday. But,
and then he came up. He looked nice when he came up, too. He had his fit on. He was ready.
He was going to the I think he went to the NHLPA office.
Oh, is that where he was headed after?
So, it was great. It was, it's always fun. It's a great time of year. And
World Jays coming up.
World Jays are coming up, and we got, people having skates. I think that's the cool part. Like, we do a skate on the 24th. Just go out and skate, listen to some music.
You family?
Just a neighborhood, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I told you guys about it. Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No,
it's okay.
You don't invite us to anything.
Yes, I did, actually. You can ask your wife.
No, you do not. Ryan invites me to absolutely nothing. I'm like, what'd you do last night? He's like, oh, it's great. Sat by the fire. Just had a couple drinks in the house. I'm like, sounds nice. Who, by yourself? Yeah, by myself. I'm like, if only I lived 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right.
Yeah, World Juniors.
Best time of year. Can't wait. It'll be fun. The kids.
Spangler.
This morning we watched the highlight pack. Wes and I, Kenny's sick and Sil's sick. So we had breakfast together. I put my phone up on the point set on the front of the table, and Wes just watches it. Goes hockey.
That's good.
So
that's good.
He's got the bug already.
That's amazing. No, it is the best time though.
It's
if you
so
think
much
about
fun,
it,
man. So much fun. In your Christmas jammies, sitting around.
I remember sitting at the cottage watching it in the basement, right?
Yeah.
And it was sort of like you were just younger than some of those guys, and there's a huge following. I don't know. I think it's the same. I really do. But people are so busy now. They don't get to just sit and watch. Like, we used to sit there, watch the Spangler Cup. We still do it at the cottage. Spangler Cup, then watch the World Juniors at night. Like,
it's great.
And the U.S.-Canada game's always at that one night.
The headliner, yeah.
The headliner, so.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's going to be a good tournament this year. I think the Americans got a lot of guys coming back.
We had a couple guys get sent back from the Dogs.
Yeah. I mean, good hockey players that aren't making that team. So
competitive.
Michael Misa going back. I think Sweden's got a really good hockey team too.
Yeah.
A couple of their young guys like Ivar Stenberg and all these guys, they're going to be really good. Harkinson. So yeah, it's cool. I mean, you forget that they're kids though. Like, you talk about this, we talk about this, and it's a huge media hype. And there's still some of them, like Cam was saying, some are like 17 years old still.
That's what's fun about the hockey though, right? Like,
you forget how young they are.
Yeah.
So.
That's wicked. I can't wait. All right, today's episode, we're going to talk about 5 things that you need to nail. A little bit of a different style. It's hard to pick certain characteristics. So I think from the mindset side of it, I talk a lot about this, just effort, attitude, focus. Like, I think any player that wants to be successful needs to have those 3 things dialed in. But then as it pertains to on-ice play, it's difficult to say, everyone has to be good at these things because there's a lot of different ways to be successful.
Right.
But what I think we have here is 5 things kind of distilled down that you believe certainly every player needs to nail. So I'm going to read them off and then you expand on them.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Number 1, multitasking.
Yep. I mean, I think sport is huge. It's all about multitasking. Can you skate? Can you shoot? Can you scan and move at the same time? Are you able to, pass while you're moving? Are you able to screen while you have a body on you, but you're still scanning? Am I in the right position? I just think a lot of things have to happen at once, and I think the greatest players in the world, and the one we know, I mean, he does that really well. Like, he is able to skate and stick handle and think at a speed that Others can't.
Right.
Some guys can skate that fast, but they can't think and they don't have the hands to keep up at that speed. And so these are all multitasks, right? Obviously, we talked about it before, and I think we'll get to it. Like skating, everybody talks, oh, you have to skate, you have to skate. And I said, yeah, you have to. But you said there's certain guys that we've named out that maybe aren't the greatest skaters, but they're still able to find themselves a role. But I think if you can skate really well, then all those other things become a little bit easier because that's something maybe you don't have to focus on all the time. But I just think that if you're able to do a lot of things at the right time, and I think the multitasking part comes from your brain, right?
What do you think about developmentally? I had a parent asked me this actually yesterday, and he said his kid's 12, turning 13, I think. I'm sorry if I'm wrong on that, or maybe 11. He asked like what I thought the optimal method of development was for his kid, and he was asking if if he should start playing with like better players and be the bottom of the pack, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think that's a good strategy. Like, you can't always be the worst on the ice. So we're talking about multitasking. Like, I think if you're always the worst on the ice, you never have enough time and space to learn how to do things, right?
Yeah, there's something to be said about being the best or playing, even everybody wants to play up, but
Yeah.
what about playing down?
Yeah, exactly.
And having that opportunity to have time and create opportunities or try things out.
I think if you're talking about developing your abilities inside of a chaotic situation, like one of the best ways that you can do it is you can be one of the better players on the ice. So you can put yourself in a situation where you actually have time and space to work on.
And then that builds on your confidence too.
Well, of course, like now I can shoulder check and pick up the puck, and I know I'm not going to get blown up. But like if I'm the smallest kid on the ice, like there's no time and space. Like I start to shoulder check, but
Right,
the
you're
guy's
just
there,
getting
so I'm
rid of it.
panicking. So
Yeah.
right?
Yes, for sure. 100%. I mean, everybody's going to mature at a different level too. And I think being, having results or seeing good things happen, I think it also gives the kid confidence. And then
100%.
And then it leads to feeling more confident out there. It leads to maybe trying some new things.
Yep.
Using your time and space well.
Yep.
So.
All right, number 2 on the list, passing.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of this. I mean, I've done it with a lot of the younger guys from a young age. I think if you can't pass the puck and on top of that receive the puck, passing, then
it's
done.
I do notice that. No, it's so true. The best players that are on the ice that I get to skate with, I'm like, oh, everyone passes the puck so well. Like, and you can give them a bad pass and it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you talk to Gabe, and Gabe's like, you get spoiled playing with like McKinnon and McCarr. He's like, you just kind of shovel stuff at them, and they're able to just gobble it up.
Doesn't matter,
in speed and multitasking, like picking up bad pucks and still moving. But he's like, you really notice it when you maybe play with different players. Is that if your passing's not on it, and it really hurts and impedes the game flow.
Yeah,
and for me, it's a huge thing. I do a lot of it in our practices, and I think it's so important. And Royce said something to me the other day about, we were talking about the younger generation or guys coming out into play. Let's say they come out and play with old guys, right? And they want to show their individual skill. They want to toe drag. They want to dance guys. They want to hang on to it. But they don't really know, like for me, that's great and all, but can you play the game the right way? Can you move the puck and go? Can you move the puck and jump into spots? Do you jump into holes right? And it's all passing. Nobody's faster than the puck. I don't care.
Right.
Connor's not there yet. Couple more summers with you guys maybe, but you know what I mean, like he can't, like the puck has to move. And even like little things, like you watch a game. I watched we were watching, what game was I think I was watching the Frölunda Ingolstadt game the other day when I was on the TSN feed, and it's just like things were just a little bit off. The team hadn't played in 10 days, so Frölunda came off not playing in 10 days, and Ingolstadt had played on the weekend. And so they practiced, but they hadn't played, and it was just like you just saw like their timing was off, and they're throwing pucks behind guys, and they weren't putting them in the right spots, and it just messed the whole thing up.
Right.
And the game before I watched, it was like poetry in motion. It was like bang, bang,
snapping
around. Nobody missed a pass on the tape, in front, leading. Nobody turned for a puck. It was just so if you can't pass the puck and receive pucks, and then if you get into details, I think receiving it on your backhand is really hard. It is, especially these new sticks. They blow up a lot, so you got to really get it on that bottom of the heel.
You have to feel it.
Yeah, and let it hit the bottom, like down by where the shaft meets. Like you got to be able to take stuff.
Yeah.
And then like you see the stuff we do in the summer, working on bad pucks, flipping them out, knocking them down. I had a finish coach. We did all that before practice. I remember guys thought it was like why are we at summer school or hockey school?
Yeah.
And you would be amazed after doing that for like a week or every day for a week or 2 weeks. All of a sudden you're in the game and you're like knocking pucks down and pucks are hitting you, but you got them, and it's a skill. But if you can pass it great, man, you know how it's like. Guys yell at each other if they can't make a pass, right?
It's also,
and then the kids don't take it serious, and you're like, you have to take it serious.
no, they don't think it's a big deal.
No,
They don't
and
think
it
it's a big
is.
deal. It's
a
such a
huge
big deal. It's such a big deal. It's also insane how when you play with good players, like if we're out playing, like you don't like Royce makes a pass. I don't have to do anything. Like I literally don't have to do anything.
Lays it right out in front of you.
Skate the exact same speed that I'm skating right now with my stick on the ice, and like I just don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
It'll be there.
No, it's huge. I mean, you look at it compared to like soccer, it's the same thing. You got to pass, receive passes, right? So
Coolest playing sports by far. Like soccer, cross field,
Oh.
on field, stop it. Like
spinning. You can see a kid, and the guy just takes it.
That's I think it's
It's
the
coolest thing.
playing sports. And Stammer talked about this a lot too, right? Like Kucherov and just what he does. Like he passes 500 pucks from each position every day.
Yep.
Like gets on the half wall, passes 500 as forehand, 500 as backhand, like moves positions. Like
A little sauce pass, a little dump pass, a little
Exactly.
float pass, a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
push play, a little
Yeah.
pull heel pass.
Yeah.
Like, they're all there, right?
yeah. So all right, number 3. This one, like it's an action on the ice, but I think it's also a bit of a mentality too. So maybe a duel here. Stop on pucks.
Yeah. I think it's a huge one. It's one it's hard to do all the time. And I think you could add stopping in front of the net as another skill that you
Right.
need to do. But like for me, stopping on pucks is like just competing, for that battle and winning pucks.
Right. And playing on the right side.
Like Denver,
'Cause it's hard.
that Denver Barkey goal the
Oh,
other night. Like
couple
we
weeks
could
ago.
talk about that one, like the hunt and the chase.
That's so hard to do.
Oh,
So hard.
didn't take a penalty, kept moving his feet, stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had his stick, was in the right position. He was lifting the stick. He was chasing down. That's him in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I remember this summer he was like, I gave him a bad pass and it went, or I gave it to the wrong team after a goal. And he's like, don't worry. He's like, I'll get it back. I always do. Like, that's no skill. So stopping on pucks, not flying by. You get into habits in practice, and you've seen this as like there's multiple pucks on the ice, right? And if you make a bad pass, back to passing, you just grab the next one. And you're like, well, there's only one puck. So I think that's just I would push this over into the mentality side of it. Like,
Yeah.
but it is a skill, right? It is.
You also need to be
Or
working to-
retrievals. Like for me, stopping on pucks means like stopping and getting it back or
Right.
working to get it back.
You also have to be in good shape to do it.
It's hard.
Like you can't, if you're not in good shape, it's very difficult to play like that. Like you see it, it's very, very difficult.
It is.
'Cause it's hard. It's probably 30% harder.
That's why some of the guys that take long shifts don't do that.
Who's that about?
I don't know. We'll talk about it later.
All right. Number 4 on the list, pace and space. I think pace being like variety. Like,
Variety.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
variability.
mixing your speeds.
Yeah, mixing your speeds and then creating space with it.
Yeah,
So.
so by mixing your speeds, I think you create space.
Right.
So, I'm sure guys know everybody in the league, and everybody knows how fast Connor is. But you see some of those great goals he scored. He slows himself down, sucks the defender in, then he takes off again.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the Europeans are taught really well to do that. Even not so much the pace part, but like getting somebody to come at them and accepting the play and then being able to bounce and roll off them. And that's how they create space.
Yep.
And so they're in the corner. I think I mentioned this before, is like you go in against a big, strong, Czech or a Russian. And even, I watch the Swedes, they're so good. But you go to chase them in there and they're like, yeah, come on in. They want that. They get you more room.
Right.
It's almost better just to stay out
Contained.
and just like,
Yeah.
not going to get hurt if they stay in the corner. So
Yeah.
I think being able to change your pace, the speed that you play with, gets you room to make good passes and also get opportunities, and then creating space for yourself, because it is, as much as it is a game of a 5-man unit out there, or 5 or 4 depending on the situation, you still have to win some one-on-one battles.
Of course.
And by being able to do that, the minute you win that one-on-one battle, somebody has to leave somebody else to come help.
Right.
And then that opens up your lanes, right?
Yeah.
I would say that. I think space is a big one. And in the corners, very, very prominent. You see some guys that are really good with it. Jaromir Jagr, probably one of the best. Like, this was able to create a lot of space for himself.
But good. All right. Okay, number 5 on the list, learn from mistakes. Again, like a bit of a mindset approach, I suppose, as well. But
we were kind of talking about situational play in the games, and
yeah. Well, just exactly that.
like, if you continue to do the same mistakes all the time, then either you're not getting any better, or you're just not learning, and you're not being able to compute how the game needs to be played.
Well, this is why we've been talking so much about video coaching. I think probably why we're so excited to launch. This is there was no plan to talk about this. I'm about to plug something that we have coming out in the new year, but whatever. You listen for free every week, so sit there. I'm just kidding. But we have a video coaching platform program service rolling out in the new year, and I think this is a big reason why. Like learning from mistakes. Look, coaches care about winning ultimately. And at the top level, I think that's great because that's what they're supposed to do. But as you work your way down the pyramid, I would argue that that's not the correct action. Like we're focused on development, and so sometimes it's hard to identify those mistakes yourself. And so this is a personal story. Here we go. Trujillo chirped me for having my stick in the air last Wednesday, and I'm like, oh, he's actually right. I do have my stick in the air too much on the ice. But no one's ever told me that before. But next time I skate, I will put my stick on the ice. So he actually is making fun of me, but I'll be a better player because of it. But it's only because someone said it to me.
You talk to Gary, or
Yeah.
you talk to Orzi, and you talk about certain players we say here, we won't name names, but they skate around their stick in the air.
Right.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
So now it's got to go from
Up
down to the ice. So
Yep.
that's times and seconds.
Right.
So like I get it if you're in the rush or where you're trying to do something, but like why not have it on the ice?
Right. Yeah.
I was like, we've been doing this with the one kid I've been working with, and I told him on the penalty kill, I said, like, yeah, you're in the right spots, but I'm like, move your stick around, try to take some areas away, create confusion, make that player feel under pressure. So he goes out and does it the next game, and then his coach came to him, he's like, that's the greatest penalty killing I've ever seen. He's like, you're moving your stick all over the place. It's the best game I've ever seen you play on the penalty kill. And it was only a thing that he picked up. Now, that goes with the learning from the mistakes, though. Can the kid cake that, compute that, and make that adjustment, right?
Right.
And the guys that can make that on the fly are the really good ones.
Of course.
It's the same as golf, right?
Yeah.
The guy that's playing golf and goes out and he's hitting it the wrong way, and he's like, oh, I need to fix something, or they'll just play with it, but it's like, who can fix it themselves?
Yeah.
Before they have to call their coach and fly him in from wherever and say,
Yeah.
hey, what's going on here? And so, yeah, I think learning from mistakes, and I think that goes back to, you talked about teams wanting to win, but that also goes back to being able to play in certain positions to make those mistakes.
Right.
Right. And being willing to say, okay, it's okay if I make a mistake if I'm 14 or 15 or 25. Well,
of course. Like, you don't have to be
it's
perfect.
a game of mistakes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Just are you trying to do the right thing? It's okay that you're not going to hit it.
yeah. And then I think through all those things, and I think there's tons of them, we could probably do this for 3 more episodes and talk about big things. When you talked about the mental part about it, the compete and the showing up and things, I think the biggest one for me on all of that is consistency.
Yeah.
And then you've hit on consistency a lot, and consistency in the gym and consistency in everything you're doing it. And maybe you're not seeing the gains right away. And for a lot of kids, and my guys included, maybe with the way you grow, it's hard to see it, but like it will happen. You have to stay consistent.
Well, we had a parent come in last week, like track all of us down to talk about his kid. And so his kid plays a different sport, plays a sport where jumping is of the utmost importance. He's like, well, he's not jumping any higher. I'm like, well, what do you mean? He's like, well, he's just not jumping any higher. I'm like, well, how do you know? He's like, I can just tell when I'm watching him. So, we track data, which is great. Like, well, in the last 6 weeks, he's increased his vertical by 1 3/4 inches. Like that's
a lot.
That's a lot. Like that's a lot. Like he's doing a great job, but also like we only have 6 weeks of training. Like, he's going to need another 5-6 months, 2-3 years to get where you want him to go. But if we stop right now because we're not seeing results fast enough, like we're just never going to get there.
That's part of the world now, right?
But just keep going. Just do it consistently. I promise. In another 5 to 6 months, he'll have 4 or 5 inches on his jump.
Yeah.
He's young. He's untrained. Like there's lots of potential to grow.
Yeah.
So
it's hard, and I mean, I'm fortunate enough. I've been able to coach this team, and like the other day we had practice, and it was like we talk about passing, we talk about everything, and the kids came to practice, and it was seamless, and it was like snapping pucks around, passing on the tape, talking, and then shooting, hitting the net, and you're like, wow, that's great. And then then it'll dip back down, but overall, if you're getting all better and seeing those results, maybe not right away, but at the end, it's really cool.
It's no different than weight loss, man. Weight loss, if you step on the scale every single day, it will go up and down and up and down and up and down. But if you do the right things consistently over time, the number will go down. But if you just look at one singular day, it could look like you're out 4 or 5 pounds, right? Wow. So it goes like this, but then it slowly works.
It's like the graphs, down. Right? So
that's it.
Yeah, but I think consistency is huge, or at least trying to do it every day. Maybe you're not going to have your best performance. You're not going to feel up to it, but you're going to show up and do your best and try to get better. And there's like you said, there's different ways of getting better. Maybe I noticed something. Maybe I changed something in my stick position, or that's going to make me a better hockey player.
That's it. All right, man.
Okay. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry
Right.
Christmas. Enjoy the hockey.
World Juniors, Spangler, enjoy it all. And yeah. Are we hitting it before the New Year's? Probably not. So we'll say see you in 26 maybe.
Yeah, maybe we'll try and hit it. Maybe we can get one in next
All
week.
right.
Talk
Cool.
about the first couple games.
Awesome.
See ya.